Hey, today I want to talk to you about what I consider to be either your greatest ally or your greatest enemy in life. I mean, this thing is huge, and it is either your best friend or it's your greatest enemy, and that is your emotions. You know, emotions are wonderful because they are part of what it means to be human. It's great to experience just the varied degrees and shades and colors of emotions through life. However, when we let emotions rule us and control us, it's so easy to make all kinds of decisions that just are not very wise. You know, it reminded me of an event that happened to me a number of years ago in the middle of the night. I was sleeping and my smoke alarm went off in the house. And like many of you who have ever heard a smoke alarm go off in the middle of the night, it's pretty frightening. And I remember I got out of bed and I immediately ran out of the bedroom and began looking through the house and investigating. I went into the kitchen and different rooms to see, is there smoke? Is there fire? Is there any threat or danger at all? And as I worked my way through the house and realized there was nothing, there was no danger, I realized it was just a defective smoke alarm. So I just had to disconnect it. And I thought to myself, could you imagine if the moment I heard that alarm go off, what if I immediately would have called 911 and had the fire department rush over, and as they're coming over, I'm grabbing all of my stuff that I didn't want to lose in the fire and start taking it outside, and I began frantically getting everybody in the house out of the house, all before I do any sort of investigation. Could you imagine just the embarrassment, the unnecessary need to do any of that stuff? It would be humiliating in some ways because I didn't take any time to investigate what's going on. See, that's what great leaders do. That's what mature people have to have the ability to do. They got to have the ability to have poise, to be calm, to be able to feel those emotions, whether it's fear or anger or rage or sadness, whatever those things are, to be able to feel those, but simultaneously to take the time to investigate, to look at the facts, to look at reality and ask ourselves, do the facts align with the emotions that I'm feeling? And if so, then my emotions are my friend, they are my ally, they are supporting reality. But if I begin to find out that the facts, in fact, don't support what it is that my emotions are triggering inside of me, I need to then begin to allow the facts and reason then to reframe what it is that I'm experiencing and what I'm feeling. And for the person who doesn't do that, for the person who's always quick to react, that's a person who's going to, over time, make many, many unwise and irresponsible decisions. So we want to take the time to think, to process, to evaluate, to reflect. And as we begin to do that, then we'll be able to see if the emotions that we're feeling are in fact in alignment with what's true, or if they're not. And if they're not, then we'll be able to reframe our emotions because we're allowing our ability to look at the information to help us make the best evaluation possible. I thought this would be helpful for you just as we all strive to become better leaders, more and more to grow in our maturity, that emotions are wonderful and they're great, but they've got to be tethered to a desire to pursue the facts and information so that they don't rule or control us.